Welcome to Fun Flow. I hope you are ready to move and have a little bit of fun while you do it. We're going to start you out a little bit further away from my mat this morning, Mr. Porter. And make sure that you have your blocks and a strap. We're going to start the strap right away with a little bit of shoulder flossing. So with shoulder flossing, please make sure that you're connecting in with the body first. So let's get started with some centering breaths, which obviously I need this morning. Maybe you do too. Inhale in through the nose and exhale. Let the morning go. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale. Let the day ahead of you go. Inhale. Exhale. Let yourself become present. Just with those few breaths, what we can do. So gather your arms up over your head. Take your gaze up to your thumbs. And on your exhalation, allow your hands to come to your heart center. Take a moment here to connect in with your intention. Mine is to learn to slow, then go. As we approach 2025, intention setting becomes this big thing, right? I find a word of the year. Still working on it. How about you? We're going to take that strap and we're going to unfurl it if it wasn't already. And we're going to take it and place it across our lap. Take your arms up and over your head. Exhale, draw your elbows down into cactus, squeezing the shoulder blades, and just notice how the shoulders feel. Take the arms out, draw the right arm underneath the left, give yourself a loving hug. Draw your chin to your chest, really feel the shoulders pull apart behind you. And then inhaling, open the arms, and we're going to take that left arm underneath and give yourself another loving hug this time. Lift the chin up towards the sky. Feel the chest start to pull. Maybe squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit further behind you. Release. Take your inhale, reach your arms up. Cactus the arms one more time. Really squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Release your hands to the strap. Take the straps between your fingers. Lift the arms up into a Y. Let's go into side body stretch first. Just tilt the body over to the right, allowing yourself to pull the strap, keeping the left arm as straight as possible so don't bend into the left elbow. Inhale, come up to center, take it over to the left. Breathing. Inhale, come up. On the exhalation, allow the strap to reach forward. Start to round through the back of the spine, tilting the pelvis, drop the chin down towards the chest. Inhaling, reach up, and notice how far back maybe you can start to bring the strap pulling. You may find a point like I have here where the arms are stopped. They can't go anymore without bending. Go ahead and notice where that is. Inhale, let's take that cat. Allow yourself to reach up. Slide the hands a little bit further apart. Maybe here, notice if you can reach the arms back a little bit further or all the way down to the ground. Another good prop to use for this is a stretchy resistance band. That way you don't have to slide your hands on the band. The band actually kind of like opens up a little bit more for you. See if you can start to move into these circles. I'm going to turn sideways on my mat so you can kind of see it a little bit more if you're watching. Inhaling up and over. Breathe the opposite direction. Take it one more time. Nice. And with that, go ahead and place your strap at the front of the mat. Let's take a little twist. Coming back to your seat, take your left hand to your right knee and just take that right arm, reach it back behind you as though you're trying to touch the wall or whatever's behind you. Keeping that arm up off of the ground for now. Inhaling, come to a T. Take that right hand to the left elbow, reach that left hand behind you. Coming back to a T. This time, take that right arm, drop it down to the ground. Fingertips provide a nice little pull to wrap your spine around, and see if you can reach the left arm over to the side. Come back to center, arms to a T, right arm reaches forward, left hand touches down behind your spine, reach the right arm over to the side. Really twisting through the spine. Come back to center. Release the hands down to the knee. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of a cat-cow. All right, and then we're going to come into our hands and knees for some tabletop. And with tabletop, I'd like you to just start to organically move the body. So find the knees underneath the hips, the hands underneath the shoulders, and start to swivel out through the hips. Hey, Mr. Pito. Buddy. Yeah. Notice how that feels within the spine. Maybe start to move into your cat-cows. Rock yourself forward and back on the wrist to start to open up the wrist. Even flip the wrist so that the fingers point towards the edges or even towards your knees. Go to what feels good in your body. Explore how that feels, maybe doing one wrist at a time if it's a little too much for the full body weight. All right. And then from here, we are going to use the blocks. Lift the chest up. Curl the toes under behind you. Push the hips back, pushing your hands into the blocks, level 2, so up on the side edge. You can stay here. Maybe use the blocks up on level 3 to take a little bit more of the weight into your heels, but still leaning the torso forward. Or maybe you slide the blocks up by your heels, sit up nice and tall, tuck your tailbone just a little bit. Press your hips down into your heels and breathe. This one can be tough to remember to breathe through because there's so much going on in your feet. You're going to walk it forward. Uncurl the toes, give your toes a little tap. And then you're going to step the right foot forward to the inside of that right block. Curl your toes, maybe walk the knee out to a position that's comfortable, or you can always walk it in. So maybe if you like to do a little bit more 90-90, we're going to reach down and we're going to find that strap. Reach your arms up and over your head. Cactus the elbows, drawing that strap behind your head. Really pull on the strap and squeeze the shoulders together. Inhale, reach up. We're going to take this into a tilt to the right side. So left hand up to the sky. Right hand draws the body into a nice little tilt. Inhale, reach up. Come back into your cactus. Reach up and side body tilt. Inhale to center, cactus. All right. And from here, a little bit of balance. Start to lean the arms forward and step that right heel forward, reaching the strap down for the right foot. Use the strap to come into a half split, folding over, using the strap around the foot. And then release, sliding the right foot back. We're going to go ahead and let that strap come down. Step the left foot forward. You can come into, again, 90-90. I'm going to take this time, I'm going to position that knee back a little bit so you can see the difference here. It's just a matter sometimes of also knee sensitivity. So maybe more padding underneath the back knee. Reach the arms up. We're going to come into that on the other side. Exhale, cactus. Really pull the strap. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, tilt to your left. Side body stretch. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, up. Exhale, side body stretch. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, last time. Reach up, tilt. Inhale, come to center. Here we go. Shift the weight back. Woo. Work your balance. Go ahead and take that strap onto the arch of the front foot. Weebles wobble. And you can go ahead also take those blocks, maybe help position yourself, and then take that strap around your foot. This side is super. So I'm going to keep my hands down on the blocks because one side is telling me needs a little bit more attention, but I'm using the strap on the foot to pull the foot back and to pull my torso forward. So there's still a little leverage, even if you can't get your hands up off of the blocks. And that's one of the things that I love about props. Please don't feel free or feel fearful in trying to use props. So we're going to come ahead, slide that left foot back, take the knees wide, push the hips back, look forward, slide the hands out onto the blocks, press the chest down towards the mat, and then maybe release the forehead down. So remember child's pose. If you like to come into that as a resting position, feel free to adjust to it anytime you need it. If it's not your jam, maybe coming onto your back and drawing knees into chest, lift up into our first downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet. I've got my hands on my blocks at their lowest level to give myself a little bit of a lift as I open and awaken. We don't just start out flexible in the morning. In the morning, oftentimes we're tight from sleeping. And so giving yourself a little time to explore where that tightness has come in is okay. Push the heels back as much as you can towards the ground, pressing the hands, let the head go. One more nice deep inhale here. Maybe a flubber or horse breath on the exhale. Give your jaw a nice opening roll. And then we're going to walk our hands back towards our feet. You can use the blocks if you wish. Bend the knees as much as you need. In fact, bend the knees a lot. Let your chest come onto your lap. For ragdoll, sliding the hands to opposite elbows. Let the head hang. This is another good resting position if you like to take some inversion time. And then take the hands, and we're going to walk back out into our downward facing dog. As my dog starts to downward face on my mat, kick your right leg out. I love you too, Porter. Stack your knee, point it up to the sky. Ah. Nice. Maybe take a nice little circle here. I know, buddy. And then let's go ahead and step the right foot forward into our high lunge. Reach your arms up. We're going to pretend I didn't just almost fall into the wall. My balance is off today. As you reach your arms up, cactus the arms, bend the back knee. So nice little squat, split squat here. Reaching the arms up, straighten both legs, bend into both knees as you cactus the arms. And if you don't want to cactus the arms, you can always just take the hands down to the hips and work on the split squat, seeing as low as you can come with that knee down to the mat, maybe touching it, and straightening through both legs. One more time. And then we're going to straighten through both legs, pivot all 10 toes to come to the sides of the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. You can stay with your hands on the ground. You can even use your blocks if you need a little bit more space. Or you can walk the hands in between the feet and fold yourself. Now, try to see if you can do the fold without using your hands as leverage. So just let them become soft. Squeeze into your hip flexors and your quads and pull your chest in towards your thighs. Let your head go. Walk your hands up underneath the shoulders if they're not already there. And grab those blocks if you would like. We're going to come into side lunges. So I like to use blocks to help keep my torso lifted as I work towards the strength that I need in order to come into a side lunge. So bending into the front knee, your right knee. Go ahead and see if you can flip up the left foot. If not, keep that foot planted or allow the foot to just kind of drop down on the mat. Come back up to center, walk it over to the other side. Drop your back hips down. Keep that chest as lifted as you can. This is where the blocks come in handy. Maybe flip the right toes up towards the ceiling. Shift the hips down towards the ground. And then maybe just kind of place the blocks in the right and the left underneath and just go side to side. And then heel toe the feet in, maybe just one step. Sit the hips down. Come into your goddess squat. And notice how that feels, just moving through the squat. Reach the arms up as you straighten through the legs, side body to the right. Come to center, side body to the left. Come to center, squat it down into your goddess. Take your goddess, hold it. I want you to squeeze your hands into fists. Flex your biceps. Yeah, let's look nice and strong here. Keep curling the knuckles in towards your face. And now start to extend your forearms. So straighten your arms as you pull your wrists away. So keeping those palms facing in. Nice forearm stretch. Inhale, reach up. Bicep curl. So curling those biceps like Popeye. Keep the fingers pointed in. Stay low in your squat. And slide out. Nice little forearm stretch. Let's take that one more time. Stay low. Arms up. Show off your biceps. Pull your knuckles in towards your face and curl them out one final time. Woo, and this time inhale, straighten through the legs. Release your hands to your hips. Nice little circle of the hips to the left. Circle the hips to the right. Hop or step your way to the center. And a little empty coat arms. Just let yourself swing it out. All right. Let's come to the front of our mats. Go ahead and grab your blocks. Bring them back up to the front. And this time, let's go ahead and take that left leg out for a nice little high lunge. And you can use the arms in cactus. You can also reach the arms up, and just as you start to drop down in that low lunge, draw the arms back behind and go a little forward and backwards. Just continuing some mobility within the shoulders as we go through our high lunge squat taps. They have so many different names, so I'm trying to run through a few that may be familiar with you. Reaching the arms up, tap down, up, tap down, up, tap down, last one, and up. All right, take your hands to your hips. Look forward to the front of your mat and your right toes. Bend into that right knee and step forward. Staying low in a nice little chair squat, keeping the feet as close together as possible. Let's add a little bit of fun to this. So I'm going to face the front here so you can see. And maybe if you want, you can play through this, watch it, and then hit pause and try it on your own if you'd like. It's a low, slow squat. Once you get down to where you feel like your heels are going to pop from the mat, go ahead and let them pop. Reach your hands forward. Start to draw the knees apart while the arches of your feet are still together. And then slowly start to reach your bum back as you release into a half boat. So with this Navasana, allow yourself maybe to reach the arms out. Steady, steady, toes down. I'm going to come back center. All right, let's find that strap. Take the strap and just thread it just enough to where you've got maybe 1 inch or 2 inches is probably around the middle of the ground. I like to use my blocks to help with the L-sit. So you can actually go from, ready, tilt back onto the sitting bones, let the feet float. A little bit of a supported boat pose. You're still having to do some work here. Your butt and your balance, you can feel it. Now tilt forward. I'm going to take the blocks by my hips. You can reach down to the ground if you got arms. Lift up into L-sit and then sit it back. So you're really protracting the shoulders, pushing into the hands, and lifting the hips. And at the same time, you're pushing the balls of your feet into the strap to lift. Whoo, shift it back. Boat pose. All right, let's try that L-sit one more time, because third time's a charm. I'm gonna push my feet into it. Make sure it's the balls of your feet that are pushing into it, because then you can extend and point. So if you have a little space in your boat, put your heels down, engage your core, start to round through, pull the shoulder blades apart, protraction. Inhale, exhale, press, push, and release. Whew, that's a lot of work. So let's go back into our boat pose one more time. Just hang out here. All right, make sure that you have enough space. Keep your feet in those straps. Scoot yourself, scoot, scoot, scoot. And lift up, hold on to the strap, roll your spine down, and come up with your feet up in the air. This is where you get to enjoy a little bit of hang time. If you need to adjust the strap to come up a little bit higher on the rib cage, you can rock back up into boat, slide it up, slide back down, let the feet stay up, relax and breathe. Now, keep the right foot in the strap, let the left leg go long, take the right foot over to the side. It's nice to have the strap around the lower back. Inhale, come up to center. You may find that it moves a little bit. Just slide it back up. Open that right leg out to the side. Keep your left hand on your hip to remind you. Keep that left hip down. Just let the right leg relax in the strap. It's being held by the strap out to your side. A lot of times we do this where we're using the strap held in our hand. It's kind of nice just to let it hang out in the strap. You can evert the foot. So let the bottom of the foot come up towards the ceiling and feel the stretch in a little bit of the side of the leg. Come back up to center. This time your left foot goes into the strap. I'll slide that strap back up. It does move around a little bit, but you know what? That's okay. And cross it across the body. Let the left foot hang out in the strap. Inhale, come back up to center, slide open to the left. Let it hang out. Keep your hips down on the ground and just let it hang. Maybe let the bottom of the foot angle up, evert the foot. Actually, everts out, invert the foot so that the bottom of the foot faces the ceiling. And then bring that foot up to center. Let your body lift up and slide that belt underneath you. And then walk the heels up and just lift yourself up into your bridge here. Nothing fancy. Just letting yourself stretch through the front of the body, engage the glutes. And release the hips down. Let the feet walk out. Take a moment and come back into your intention as we approach that new year. Maybe go through the I am alphabet and think about what is your word, maybe that guides you if you use that. I am adorable. I am brilliant. I am, what is your C? Continue on your alphabet. All right, beautiful friends. Stay focused on your I am. Allow yourself a Shavasana that lets you settle and find a word, or even just use these I ams as gratitudes today to help set your mind up for a wonderfully focused and positive day. Thank you for joining me. Stay where you're at.